So, how many times do I have to
Hey
check
guys, how's it going? Welcome back to
before it's dead?
BoneKillCrusher Gaming. Today we're playing Until Dawn. We're doing a really quick review on it. Just for a heads up for you guys, it is a spoiler and I will be going over a lot in this game and explaining a lot in this game. So if you have not seen this game before and you don't want to know everything about it, I would stop this video right now because there's a lot of spoilers that I am going to go over in this game. Before we get started guys, don't forget to hit that smash that like button, subscribe to this channel. Until Dawn is about a whole bunch of group of friends that go up to their friend's cabin, Josh's family's cabin. So they all go up there with Josh's two sisters. They end up playing a prank on Josh's sister. She ends up running into the woods. Her other sister ends up following her. They end up getting lost and chased by something in the woods that I will explain a little bit later in this video. They end up running up to a cliff to where they get freaked out. One of them slips and falls. The other sister grabs her halfway down. They both end up falling off the mountain. This game is a life decision game where you get to choose split second what you want to do in that moment, which will develop whether or not your character will live or die. In that certain circumstance, they both end up dying, whether you reach for the guy's hand or not. You both end up falling to your death, which brings you to the next year later, where Josh invites all of his friends to come back to the cabin and just have a good time. So he ends up playing pranks on you guys and like trying to horrify you like you guys did to her sister. So that's what he ends up doing. Now, right after you guys discover that Josh is the bad guy, you end up running into the guy that you were just walking with, and he ends up explaining that these guys right here are the Wendigo. Now, the Wendigo were cannibal people that went together and they all ate each other, and then the evil spirit of the Wendigo ended up taking the form of their body, which turned them into these zombie-like figures that ended up chasing you throughout the game. Now, the crazy thing about these things is if they bite you, they don't really cause you to turn over. They actually have to kill you, or you have to end up eating cannibalism for the Wendigo to take over your body. Now, the crazy spoiler about some of the stuff that you will actually end up seeing at the end of the game is that one of the sisters ended up becoming one of the Wendigos. I do believe it was Hannah, if I'm not quite for certain. Now, there is a certain way in this game that if you play it just right, you make all the right decisions, that all your characters end up living except for the two sisters. I did not have that luxury because I ended up sending them the wrong way, and I ended up losing her at the end because I ended up moving, because if you slightly move, the Wendigo can see you. So you end up having to base your life decisions around that, which I had a couple incidents where that happens, where you just cannot move. And if you move, they die. If you make the wrong choice and them go into the wrong room, they die. If you hit the wrong thing, they die. So this game is very scary. It is very on edge. This is one of the parts that I'm going to show you right here is where one of the parts where you just cannot move. And you end up having to hold your controller still because if you move, the Wendigo will see you, it'll kill you. End of you. Then you lose another character. There is a way to successfully get through this game with having all your characters together. I just don't have that luxury because I sent my guys to the wrong door and ended up moving them slightly and they ended up dying. But that was okay. This game is definitely a good buy. So you guys, if you want to go to the PlayStation Store right now and download it, it is free. The game came out a couple years ago, but I think it tops most of the horror games that have come out so far all the way up to 2017. I know they're saying that the Resident Evil one's right up there, but I don't. I think this game is way better than that. Uh, Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe if you're new here. There is a couple things in this game that you should know about before you get started. You do not get to attack the Wendigo head on, but you do get to like shoot them like it did at the beginning, like where it was slow down time enough for you to shoot them. But one-on-one, them chasing after you, that does not happen. It's just an action thriller game where you will be on your edge the entire time. You end up talking to a shrink when you're Josh, but the shrink ends up just being in his head along with his sisters, playing with his emotions, just making him not understand what's going on, basing on reality. Because after you lose your two sisters, your brain's not all the way there. But it is definitely a great game to get. This is the ending, the final mission, and the biggest spoiler of it all. This is one of the most serious parts where I decided to show you guys where it's don't move. If you move, you die. And I decided to leave this in the video just so you guys would know the seriousness of if you move, you die. If you go through anything wrong, you die. And this is what happens when you accidentally move your controller like I did. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you're new here, and check us out for later content.